Well, good morning and welcome back to our final fabulous segment here on Cityline. With me, as I've been teasing you the whole time, is our friend Vicki Hurley. Vicki, welcome officially to Cityline.
Thank you, Amanda. We're so excited to be here.
Okay, so you said we, so let's talk about who the we is. Tell us, who is this and what do we do at the Portland Avenue Nursery?
This is Tashka. She is a 4-year-old Shetland sheepdog, and on my days off, we go in, and she is a part-time greeter.
Toshka's on the payroll.
Yes.
Yes, but it's played with maybe different things. So first off, tell us about Toshka's name. What does it mean? How did it come about?
Tashka was born on St. Patrick's Day, so her name is an Irish word that means treasure.
Oh, and she is too. So when I come into Portland Avenue Nursery, because it's time for me to start getting a lot of these, especially those, will Toshka be there?
Not necessarily.
If I call and ask, is Toshka going to be in, will they tell me what days I can show up?
They might.
All right, okay. So we are just going to consider ourselves lucky if Toshka is there when I land in the nursery.
Right, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so first off, there's something beautiful behind us. I want you, or how about if I bring it, are we going to talk about how to make one of these?
Yes. Now these come from a grower and they're already planted if you're in a hurry.
Right.
But it's much more fun to do your own, and I'm going to show you that today. Oh, no.
All right, so we're going to put this down. All right, let's get into it. What do we need to know first off?
First thing when planting a container is you need a container. At Portland Avenue Nursery, we sell, be steady, my darling girl.
Oh.
We sell all kinds of plastic containers, hanging baskets, or you can use a found container.
Oh my God, my grandmother had one of these. We used to can vegetables and jam in this.
This one canned a lot of them, but when it got rusty, I had my husband put holes in it because drainage is the big word.
Let's hold this up since you have your hand on Toshka. So we got some holes that, I don't know if you can see my fingers in there, but important to have before you start anything is drainage.
Yes, because excess water will build up in there with no holes, and it'll eventually build up so much it will literally drown your plants. But wait.
There's more.
We want, exactly. We want the water to go out, but we don't want the excess water going out to take your potting soil with it. Okay, so you need to do something to let the water out but hold the dirt in. Some people put gravel in there.
Okay.
I take sometimes something dead and use the dead root material. Okay. Or if you happen to have a damaged window screen.
Oh, now this is where the juicy tips that you never ever get. Here it is.
How do we happen to have a damaged window screen?
Well, gee, I wonder, did Toshka have anything to do with that?
She says she does not recall.
That's right.
Anyway, I cut a piece out of that. You can see the hole in here, and I'm covering it with window screen.
Okay.
Before we put in our potting soil.
Okay, here, let me lift this. You can. So this is the potting soil. Tell us, do you sell this at Portland?
We do. This is Gardner and Bloom potting mix. We sell several Gardner and Bloom products in various size bags.
Okay.
Okay.
So all of this, so far, we can get at the nursery. Well,
that's correct.
With the
except
exception
the canning kettle.
Yeah, okay, so
then what happens? Screen.
And the screen. Then what happens?
Okay, so we are going to put, I don't want to get dirt on your glasses.
That's all right.
We put the dirt in there. You keep an eye on this for me. Lots of dirt.
Just like you knew what you were doing, which you do.
Okay, we've got lots of dirt in there.
Oh, good, and we're getting a great shot of how
the dirt.
How much dirt? Because you know what? That's a question that I think most people forget to ask or have never seen if they're a first-time container gardener, and it's like, what do I do? Do I ask my neighbor? But no, you're showing us how right now.
Yes, and you know, if you have questions, you can come into the nursery, and we're happy to give you as much advice as you need.
Okay, what happens next?
All right, now, the fun part,
Yes.
picking out your flowers.
Oh.
Now, when you pick out your flowers, you want flowers that go in the right place. Some of them like sun, some of them like shade. How do you know?
How do you know?
Tags are your
Tags.
friends. Oh, this one's too small.
Okay,
Tags are your friends.
let's hold that right up there so
There's a
Cheryl can
little
get a good shot.
sun symbol. That means that plant wants to be in the sun. If it were a little black sun, it would means the plant wants to be in the shade.
All right.
If it's split in half, it wants morning sun, afternoon
Look at that.
shade.
I'm going to turn this around the back because it also has a little bit more of a legend on the back too as well.
Yes, that'll tell you some things about how to keep that plant in good shape. Now this morning, I have chosen plants that like to be in the sun, and they all, will you keep track of those? And they all, I can't work without her.
Well, you know, and she's very, you guys are a good mix. She's your silent to your funny. Yeah.
Okay, now, I get asked this a lot at the nursery, pardon me. We want colors that blend
Okay.
and colors that contrast.
All right.
Like Tashka, you see she has colors that blend and she has white that contrast.
She's beautiful.
Okay, in this collection, you'll notice the peachy colors of the ranunculus are picked up by the colors in the phormium. And we're just going to pull those tags
Okay,
out
here
of
we go. This is where the action starts.
Okay, I'm removing this. All right, I'm sorry about
You know
your,
what?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry about your floor.
Oh,
but
it's
the best way to
oh,
get it out
please.
is to strike the corner on a solid surface, and it comes right out.
Okay.
This out of our way. All right, these have been in the pot, and those roots are pretty put together there.
So
we're gonna
loosen those up?
We're gonna loosen those up. Notice I'm starting with the largest plant in my collection,
Okay.
the big phormium. Some people would put this in the center. I'm sorry, we're putting this on the edge.
But it's just a preference, right?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
All right, and then what goes in next?
That would be the next size. So we'll take a ranunculus.
These are so beautiful.
Aren't they wonderful?
They look like beautiful roses and fondant potatoes. You know, it's all about
I
food
love
for
it.
me. Yeah.
Oh, stick with me, I'll wreck your life. We're getting a shipment of more of these in more colors
okay.
today. Dun, 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 dun.
Today, March 13th, Thursday.
This is the one. I'm going to
All
unpack
right,
them when
so
I go
that
back
goes
to the
over
nursery.
there, and then what? Oh, and then we put the other one on the other side.
I would. Well, yeah, I would. Okay.
Little symmetry there.
Yes.
But you know,
we
when
loosen
you have,
up those roots.
Vicki, when you have plants this beautiful, they can go in any way because the plants are stellar. Now, these are my favorites. Johnny
Those
Jump
are-
Ups.
Yes. Now, when you're doing a design, you want your plant material to be 1.5 times the height of your container. That's pretty tall. I mean, we've got this one, but if you were using all smaller ones, there's a trick.
Okay, so tell you what, I have to say goodbye. I want you to
Oh,
quickly
my.
see what you can put in there in the next 10 seconds.
In the next
Ready?
10 seconds.
Go.
Okay.
That wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It's always a pleasure and privilege to be in your home. We've given you some great things to think about. Go out there, be a part of the tapestry. And above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, Vicki, Toshka, myself, and all of the great people who make this show happen will be waiting for you. Right here, hold up that Johnny Jump Up at Cityline. Take care.